Remember? But Sweden, he came.
Yeah, I just came actually from India.
Oh.
Yeah. Was doing the post-production for the movie we were working on. I'm glad to be here with you guys. Excited to be in Rwanda. I heard a lot about Rwanda. I heard about how it's developing, and it's good to see youth like you to be part of this development. First of all, I wanted to do a quick introduction. I wanted to know each one of you, what do you do, guys, and then we'll hear about what do we do as well. And then I think we'll go to the master to discuss living a meaningful life. So first of all, my name is Jason. Okay, I've done industrial engineering, and then I ended up as a producer, as my father said. What I do in producing is that I select the type of content that comes from the local culture, that says our stories, and then put them in a universal, I would say, language, in terms of visuals and sounds that anyone can understand. Stories are universal in general, and it's always a human story, but we add to it the cultural stuff that we go through. So I'm sure your culture has a lot of things that are very unique about it. I think we were yesterday in one of the museums, and then I heard about something that people help each other when they move houses. So and then they give each other bananas or something. Now, Odehe, yeah.
Yeah,
Right? So this is something very special about your culture.
Yeah.
And this could be a story that could be delivered to everyone. But this kind of story is for everyone to understand, because it's a human instinct. Those are the type of productions I like to do. My movie is coming up soon, in 2 months, so I hope you can watch it. It will be on Netflix.
Yeah.
And the name?
Head to head, sorry.
Head of it.
No, head to head.
Head to
Head to head.
Yeah,
Okay.
head to head, yeah, exactly.
Is there any trailer?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I might show you at the end of the session. Just for you guys. For your eyes.
Okay.
Not official.
Exactly. So, who can we start with? Can we start with you? So we go in a round circle.
So I have to introduce myself.
Yes, please.
About yourself.
Yes.
I understand. Okay, thank you very much. My names are Nepas Fit Ziza.
Sorry?
My names are Nepas Fit Ziza.
Emma, please.
Pacific, like Pacific.
Pacific.
Okay.
Like a peace.
Yes.
Like ocean.
Yes. Amazing.
So you are Pacific? I can call you what you are?
Pacific, yes.
Pacific.
Nice.
So, I'm a current computer science student at KIST. So, in normal life, I do programming. I am a Flutter developer. So, and like by now, there's this project I'm working on for SAC. It's a government institution that operates to sensibilize water around the whole country. So there is this project they have that I'm working on right now. And besides, I do more of programming. That's what I spend my time doing.
Yeah.
And
Python?
I am a little bit because I focused on front end.
Yeah.
Really design interface stuff.
UX and UI.
Absolutely, yeah, sure. And I'm a new member in AIESEC. I was in business development, but because I'm new one, I don't really know much. But yeah, I'm interested to join AIESEC, and I can see now it's giving me a chance to meet you all. Because if it was not them, I wouldn't be able to meet you all and many guys. So, and say what you know about the SIAS. Did you mention that?
Sorry?
What do you
No.
know? That's enough.
Yeah, if you know anything about SIAS, for sure, please.
Right, it was my first time hearing this, so when I came, I had to make a research from the website, and I don't know if I get it where it's an institution which is going maybe to provide master's degree and PhD, if I'm not mistaken. So in business and economic stuff related, something like this.
Okay.
It was my first time hearing this,
Okay.
and I'm happy to do it here.
Okay.
Thank you, Master.
So what you are doing now program, you finished your PhD?
What do you mean?
You graduated from school? From
No,
university?
no. I'm in second year.
Second year.
Yes.
But you are already working also, right?
Yeah, because I can do remote. I do remote. I work remote.
Remotely.
Yeah,
Okay,
remote.
okay.
Nice.
For programming.
Yeah, for programming.
Nice.
If you guys need something in your website, please.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm here to get my
Okay.
Oh, sure.
So my guess is on the time. I'm Emile Francois, SIAS. So I'm a graduate.
The easy part of the name? What is it?
Francois.
Francois.
Yeah.
Francois.
Yeah, Francois is the easiest one. So I'm a graduate biomedical equipment technology.
Biomedical engineering?
No. Yeah.
Biotechnology هو
Technology.
lab يعني.
Lab, yeah.
Yeah. Also member of AIESEC. I'm former vice president of AIESEC at the local chapter. And also I'm a technophile, like I love technology.
Technology.
Yeah. So
Tech savvy.
yeah, as my colleague said, he's a developer. So I'm in the way of being a developer because I'm in another program.
And
That, yeah, another program that so it helps youth just to know more about web development. So I'm taking that course too. So looking forward to have like a friend of mine just to develop a better web, like so it cannot be it will be easier for us to access information.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also I'm glad to be here. So I just have SIAS and then I came to have this curiosity of knowing what it is. Like, so that's why I'm here to explore more. And also the thing, living a meaningful life. So everyone wants to have a meaningful life, live the life of impact. So that's also the second reason I'm here. So thank you.
Nice.
Okay, so I introduce myself also.
Yes.
So my name is Mohammed Haji, and I come from Bahrain. Even though we live in Emirates, he live in Emirates. In Dubai or Sharjah. So, and my passion is really to spread this knowledge of socio-economic problem solving. Now, which is we brought concepts like inspiration economy, resilience economy, and maybe very interesting for growth economy. I'm not sure if you have visited the library. So it's now in a mess, maybe I don't know how to let you in or not, but anyway, you can go and visit. You can see our books, at least some of our books. We are very well, when we say we brought concepts, we brought behind it the content. So that's what we make us different than any other people. And this content was built from projects. The purpose we are having you here guys because it's linked to our purpose. And thanks to Kevin also your purpose. There where we have the mutual interest. Okay, AIESEC is very good organization. We know it from all over the world. We met in Bosnia, Bahrain, different countries we work with them from our societies. And I believe being now in Rwanda, you should be lucky and we will be lucky also, both of us, to work together to know what are the niches. And the purpose of what we are doing now with Kevin, the plan, is that with this dialogue will start to open for us projects. Because our content is different than any other content in the world. Because based on projects and case studies. Not because of someone bringing a theory and he's sitting on a table or something like this. Not from scientists or authors who visualize the work, what they want to do. No. It is based on actually trial and error. Learning by exploring. Okay? But for a purpose, which is linked to this thing today. We have a purpose in life. We believe in everybody should have a purpose in life, should have a chip here. I'm bringing up a book now about multi-purpose, multi-disciplinary approach in order to now live this era. The coming era is about artificial intelligence. So humans are challenged. Not challenged only by skills or the employment and so on, it will be more unemployment in the beginning to pick up. But it's what they will be challenged for their capability to deal with the reality of life. Because reality of life will be now shaking up. Is this reality of life or what is the chat GPT saying? Okay? So that's also something that is. But based on this dialogue, we are hoping, as I said, we get projects, we start projects together, and we prepare you for the coming workshop. We are having workshop, which is you are our partner, in 7th, is it 7th or 10th?
10th.
7th, right?
10th.
10th of July, which is AIESEC is partner with the FIS. FIS is a large organization. I'm not sure if you heard about them. In Rwanda. Now, the purpose we are here in Rwanda because we want to. We know that this is the area. Okay, it could have been any other country in Africa, but this is the area where we can create, let's say, models. Okay. Besides, we want to have our own institution. We've been working for spreading these programs since 2020. See, even during the COVID, we started something where people was shrinking, now we're expanding. Actually, it was an opportunity for us too. And so we see inside every problem, there is lots of opportunities. Okay? And this is maybe something, if you start to believe on it, they will create a lot of changes in their life. Not depending on governments, not depending on people who come from outside and fund your programs and so on. So maybe this is a short introduction about us. Bring it here, Khadija.
So I can't hear you.
Yeah, we are now.
Let's
It's
see.
okay.
Yes.
I'm here by Nasengi Jean Claude. I'm a student in URA, in the University of Rwanda, in the College of Science and Technology, in the environmental chemistry.
Your name?
Jean Claude.
Huh?
Jean Claude.
Jalkot.
Yeah.
Cloud. So I can call you Cloud?
Yeah, no problem.
Huh?
C-L-O-U-D.
C-O-L.
C-L-C-L.
C-L-O.
U.
D. Cloudy. Yes. Cloudy. And your university, you are from?
In the University of Rwanda,
Okay. And what's your studying?
environmental chemistry.
Okay.
Just I'm here like others. Just we come here for getting knowledge from there. Maybe for me it is the first time. I'm working on a project depending on natural soap by eliminating chemicals in those soaps we are getting on the market. First.
Sorry. So, well, I'm married though. You guys have a lot of, these things, this, I went to this, you have a lot of, let me say, you big people. Well, most of you guys are big people, and I'm down. So for me, my name is Kevin, and I'm a student too at University of Rwanda, same to these guys. And part of it, I work with AIESEC, an international organization that works with the youth in development and advancement as SIAS does. So we usually deal with taking our people abroad for experience, like volunteering, whether paid or not paid. Yeah, they go and then they come back, but have done good experience for themselves and also giving back to the community. Yeah, and we also bring in other people from abroad to our country to also experience some challenges, but then also remember not to, to give back to the community. So, and also not only that, we also do with projects, like where we want to deal with the youth mostly to bring them in, to us to, not only to have this mindset of you going after school, you want to look for a job, no. We also want to create a mindset that tells a youth that you also have to go do your own job, create your own job, like maybe be a self-employed person, yeah? maybe whether you're dealing with tomatoes or something, but whether small or big, but then it is what your mind is all about right now. So I love the partnership. That's what I can say for now. It's going on very well. And I know by maybe as time goes on, we shall be able to bring in more people, because as you know, these are the biggest ambassadors in AIESEC, not only the biggest, because the organization is large. So when they go out, I think they'll be talking about the good news that we have received here. Yeah? So I'm glad to meet all of you people. It's an honor again to meet you again. Yeah? And to meet my sisters and brothers. You know, so he's my dad now. So, yeah. So like, I'm really glad to have you people here and hope for the best. Living a meaningful life.
Thank you very much. My name is Teobar. I'm new here. Also, I'm an AIESEC member. I have background in environmental engineering. I worked in different projects like hydraulic models. I'm a GIS user, and also I'm a graphic designer. Yeah, I think that is enough. But I do have one question for you. I do have one of my friends who is struggling to operate social enterprise. And as I see your institution, you are dealing with the social economic, something like that. It is like I want to ask, I'm in his position, so how social enterprise can generate income instead of waiting for fund? Yeah, that's the question. Thank you very much.
We'll answer you later this one.
Yeah, no
but,
problem.
I think Isa will come later, and also Khadija, they will help you. Okay, Khadija?
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. My name is Khadija, and
Jason?
welcome AIESEC. Because we are so pleased to have you here. And then we have been waiting for this time because we have been shifting it, and then they say you are not around. We don't have enough members to attend, but right now, today
But it is the best time.
yeah, it's the best time.
We have
you.
Jason and Aisha.
Yeah, because we
and
have other people who is having different experience, so we'll be glad to share it with you. Okay, so I'm so pleased to have you here, and then
She's our boss, yeah. You have
I'm the team leader of
any
here.
questions? She knows all about SIAS.
Okay, so just to let you know that me, when I used to be in university, I used to be also the member of AIESEC. Yeah, so I know much more about you. Okay, so I'm so pleased to have you here.
And I was telling Kevin, these guys who finished from, not to undermine the University of Rwanda, I know, but they have good graduates, but their institute, Aquila, I noticed they are different. When it comes to skill-based and dealing with life challenges. Yeah, she's been with me since February or end of January, and she managed lots of obstacles. So now, maybe the knowledge she has is worth millions for me. Okay. And she built this through trial and error, experience, problems, sudden changes, whatever. Yeah. So that's also. Other people might fight or feel they can't do it themselves.
Thank you all. I'm glad to be here today. As Khadija mentioned, I was also a member of AIESEC in Bahrain. I am a doctor. I just graduated. I'm interested in volunteering, like dealing with refugees, like seeing all the aspects of how the way they are living and the way they are managing, and also trying to see how to introduce new things that can help them. So I'm also interested in this topic, like living a meaningful life, like how to
actually be someone who can really make a change and and have a life that has a meaning.
I told Kevin, this guy is one of the leaders of, you remember your city? I told him about your city. Yeah. And she is one of the trainers now.
Yeah.
So she gone also to refugees camps. So we have hands-on experience. But especially Jasim, he was there. Let's say he put the
One of the founders of
the seats for that your city, which is not anymore, unfortunately, because government changes. You know, the minister who used to be very keen for that is gone now. So this came down, but still it's there somehow, but not like effective like before. And before, it's more important to finish from the university maybe 3 summers than to finish from university. Okay.
Yeah.
And their careers, most of those who this generation, their careers was not built by the university,
Right.
or by their specialty, but by the camps they got from the youth. Working with
Youth programs and youth, of course. Most of them, by the way, today, I would say the people in media who took media courses, they all have their own startups. People who took electronics and people who took electronics and took computer courses as well, they have their own companies. Graphic designers have their own companies. Like, because what you get over there was it's mostly focused on skill sets, and I think this skill sets reflected directly on our careers as well, from leadership skills and then the technical skills as well.
Okay.
يلا تفضلي.
Madam Huda.
As she said, she have the list to say maybe. No, I have the list.
This humbleness wallah is killing us.
Yes.
You guys.
No humbleness. Yes.
My name is Huda Meza. I finished my bachelor in accounting, then I have an MBA. I am a housewife. I raise my children, and I'm glad to be here with you. That's it.
Yeah, she played a very big role.
Yeah.
In,
Let's give her applause.
who we are today. So.
Yeah.
She had other than the youth programs we had outside, we had programs going in the house actually. Like team building, I would say team building stuff. We cook together, you know, or we clean the house together, like those kind of stuff. So it started from home actually.
Okay, please.
Hi everyone, I hope I'm not the last one. I hope more fun. So I'm Delizira, I'm the marketing and development specialist at SIAS. Thank you AIESEC for coming, and basically what we do align with what AIESEC and SIAS, what we are doing with aligns. So yeah, as she said, we are activating our MOU. So yeah, let's go on this way to develop both sides. Yeah, you're so much welcome. Feel free. Yeah, this year's.
Thank you, Erwa. She's the one, the engineer behind our meeting today, with Kevin, of course. Okay, guys. So thanks a lot again for coming, and let us we'll try to have 1 hour session, a very focused session, and then if there is any other extra things we can talk about it, including the question about social enterprise or any projects in your mind and so on. This is the idea. I hope by that time Isa will be arrived also, because he's the head of the projects. So we are a new organization, as you know, and I don't want to talk a lot about us because you know over the time. We are still waiting for accreditation. We are unique because for Rwanda, they don't have a lot of postgraduate institutes or specialized. You have usually postgraduate programs from the University of Rwanda, but they have BC under that, you know. Here now we are starting postgraduate only, and we stay postgraduate as a research hub. A project hub also. So we are not only for Rwanda, but all over. We'll be all over the world. And this is one of our new initiatives. It's a big organization. Even though the funds are very little, we don't get funds from outside so far. And we did not follow that. We did not target that. But one of our new initiatives, also for ourselves, and always we are under improvement. So we brought the content, the concept, we brought the content. After doing the projects in more than 38 countries, just I'm giving brief history so that you know this link to today's. I'm not telling you about us. It's linked to have a meaningful life. Because someone is doing like this, it means he had a meaningful life. He's not living for, just to be rich or to be having a job or to be having a title or reputation or books or no. There's something behind this. All this to come to this country to leave my family, and to go to different countries. I stay for maybe 6 months. I take risk. I go to countries they don't speak English or I don't know except Arabic and English. So that's all is challenges. You can imagine 38 countries, and they have at least maybe 14 languages. Once we enter, okay? They don't speak even the English, the mediating language. So this means there is something behind that. I'm not a good model because I discovered myself late. So I hope you discover yourself. This is what I believe in. This is my theory, and I believe in like in people like in Jassim, for example, and then Ahmed, Rahman, myself, and Dr. also. There are people, Abdullah, there are people that is, they have a purpose. They have eager, get up every day for a purpose, not for a job, not for finishing to be a doctor or to be they are behind that. And this is if discovered early, it makes a lot of difference. Okay, it's beyond Elon Musk, beyond Bill Gates, beyond these things. I believe in they are the ones who can change the whole world from different perspectives. Yeah. So let us focus now on the meaning of living. So take word by word. Okay, I try to be, let's say, the facilitator. Okay, even though dialogue even sometimes does not have facilitator, but at least to help us, and because we one of the things with Kevin, I told her, we might run a series of dialogue teams if we are successful in this. Okay, and I think intentionally she selected you guys and she invited you guys, then you might be the leaders also for this. And this dialogue can be open later maybe to other countries. It will be, for example, everyone might cover it from Kenya, from like we have on our workshops. Okay. But we said now we have a small group and then maybe it will grow with time. By the way, we have an internship program which is also I invite you guys to attend. This internship program is about 3 to 6 months. I say 3 because the minimum. You might get a certificate only. 6 months goes who does with us projects. Okay. Isa, which is coming out, he's one of the internship graduates. And he is the one who did the co-ops and Megatari. And we have these internships, they come from all over the world. Okay. And the last internship we had, I think, about 12 countries participated in it. They are not physical, but I think again, always we try to cut the fund issue and the financial resources. So I overcome it by having it in Zoom and so on. But they know each other like brothers. So now they can go to each other countries, and they started to visit each other. Now we're having this guy, Paul, from India, is coming here to see Isa more than to see him. Because they became friends, because of the projects they have done together. So now, my first thing is that I want to give for you on the floor this word of the meaning of living. Okay. What means living for anybody?
Can you say it's like existing?
Khadija? Sorry?
Like existing.
Okay.
Yeah. Simple terms existing.
Okay, anybody else?
Well, thank you. For me, living, when you say living, I understand getting birth, and then that moment, like the gap between your first day on the earth and the last day on the earth. So that gap in between, that's what I consider living. So the art, the jobs you do, how you live, and all the things related in that period.
Excellent.
I think that's what it
Very
is.
nice. Okay, anybody else?
Thank you. For me, living is, I would say, having life.
Having life. Having any life, you are okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, anybody else? Feel free, any idea that comes in, that there's no right or wrong, but learn from each other.
I would say living consciously or living with intentions. So doing things intentionally.
this later so people learn from it. Bring it here. You know what I mean? When it's there, then well.
But even here, I can see.
No, it's sound.
لا لا the sound is the more.
Okay.
So you said again, can you repeat?
Arriving means how your day, your month or your year goes, particularly your daily transaction, your how you relate with others. I just think it is that one.
Okay. How you relate to with others or with the conditions, right?
Condition, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. So now can you consider someone that is, for example, just now, again, without, so intentional, Amna told me, okay, now do we have to prepare for this? I told no, the dialogue is supposed to be whatever your thoughts. It is like collection of thoughts coming together and creating, let's say, like paradox. You know what means paradox? I think engineers, they know what is paradox, right? It's like something new, a new product, okay? That can guide you to something, maybe a niche that is something is not covered well. Intention, this is what means dialogue, okay? Sometimes a dialogue is meant for a problem, okay? Sometimes a dialogue meant to discover something new. Yani now if you Google the internet, I think one of the highly searched questions is living a meaningful life, okay? Or living a purposeful life. Because people are, after especially COVID, they discover, and most of them, what is the meaning of life? If we suddenly, everything shut down. Okay, we can't see our parents, we can't go to the places we wanted to be. And I think this was good therapy, by the way, for humanity. Okay, unfortunately we lost lots of people, loved ones and so on. But at the same time, it's, let's say, humanity every now and then, and this we have it, I think, in different religions, in Christianity, in Islam, and so on. And every time, the humans, they need this such of shocks, okay? Because without such shocks, you'll not discover, okay? And the word discovery, by the way, it's all about nature, okay? You can't discover something relevant to engineering. That is innovation, creativity. But discovery always related to nature. You find it always, if you search it or Google it or in dictionary, it's always related to nature. So discovering the moon was discovering something natural. It was there, okay? So I feel that one of the things that is make us understand what is living, and without philosophically, by the way, and this is from, not because I'm older than you or because I've seen more than you, I had the chance and so on. It's something maybe I've seen, I myself live it. Okay, I will not understand living unless I start to interact, or unless I feel I get deprived from something. So I have a choice when I'm living. Either I get deprived, okay, sometimes by the way, self-deprived. For example, fasting. For us, I think also Christianity, you have fasting. Yeah. Okay, this is self-deprived. We deprive ourselves from food and drinking and so on. But that day, we are supposed to be quote unquote, not necessarily, most of Muslims, they don't know that. I mean, they don't practice that. And they're supposed to feel the other people pain. Okay, what means hunger? If they are really, I was telling Khadija, in the Arab world, they don't feel that they are fasting or they practice fasting, because most of the time, okay, whether old or young people, they will sleep the half of the day, they will get up only the last 2 hours. Okay, so they didn't feel the day, they didn't feel the hunger. They were not in the sun working and fasting. Okay, some people, they have to fast naturally because they cannot afford to put 2 meals or 1 meal even a day in their table, right? So this is, you understand the meaning of living, I think it comes from this, either deprivation, okay, or being challenged for a sudden shock. Okay, COVID had made these 2 things together, by the way. Okay, the pandemic had made these 2 things. We are deprived from social life, okay, social interaction. We are deprived from many things that we can't go to work, We appreciated what means work. Oh, are we working in the right job? For that, you are now having the problem is many people, especially yours, are quitting their jobs. So now the recruitment becoming very difficult because people, by choice, they said, especially in developed countries, where they have salaries paid for unemployed, so on, and then they are saying, well, why should we go to a job that I don't like? Okay, no, I want to live a day. My day, if I'm living few days, that much, and my life might go suddenly. Okay, then I better live something that I enjoy. Okay. So here again, the meaning of living, we need to really think about it before to think about meaningful thing. Okay, and meaningful will come after understanding the meaning of living. Any comments before we go to the next one, Khadija? Yeah.
You said about deprivation and poverty. Like for example, many people have lost their jobs in COVID. Like not quitting, but they actually lost their jobs. And I feel like many of them were associating their living or their meaningful life to something that is like a job that they can lose anytime. So when they lost their job, they felt like they don't have a life. They're just, to me, existing is not the same as living. I feel like it's not used interchangeably. Yeah, so I think that's why it's important to have a meaningful life, so that you associate whatever you have with yourself, not something that is external, not a job, not like money or anything. It's because these things can be lost anytime, but at the end you still have yourself, you still have a meaningful life, something to wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe what I'm saying is, I will put it in another way. Many thinkers or people who lived this life for a long time, this more than 40 years, they would say that to understand living, you should have this minimum and maximum threshold. You know what it means, minimum and maximum threshold. It's like the bandwidth. It will go to a maximum threshold and it will come down, right? Come down. What is the minimum threshold if we don't define it for ourselves? Before we talk about meaningful life, okay, can we really understand why we are living? Okay, what's the minimum threshold? Is it about Maslow? Is it about the Maslow?
Sure.
Is it about food? Is it about drinking? Is it about whatever pleasures of life? Okay, or it's getting a status. So you find, because we are living in a capital-based economy, all of us, this is what we are fighting now here, okay, is that we are, the dangers of, there are many dangers now we started to come, after now we are having maybe more than 20 generations, since capital-based economy control the world, okay? It's not about politics, by the way, this is nothing to do with America and so on, but now we go even to poor countries, you find, okay, that they talk only about what either status or financial assets, okay, or getting their leisures or enjoying life or something like this. Okay, we've seen yesterday even one, for example, like artists, they think about life, it's only about money or about achieving something else, which is not life. Okay. No, I can't define life for others, of course, but I'm saying is that if you notice those who achieve and create a legacy on other people's life or impact their you will find that they know what's their minimum threshold, what's their maximum threshold. Okay. And they design their meaningful life around that. Okay. I can't live, for example, without a minimum, let's say, knowledge that every day I will have. Okay. Or a minimum even income, right? Even if it's a financial number, right? But I can't live also without having a goal every day to achieve my major goal. So I'm coming here today, I'm telling them hurry up, because I know that this is relevant to my goal, my life purpose for this. Okay. Okay, I'm saying I'm doing it because Amna is here, Kevin, she wants that also, but it's also relevant to me. Otherwise, why I come here? Why should I waste my time? I have a backlog list actually of things that I should do. And each one of us has always things, whoever have a passion of something, you have a backlog list, right? Yeah. So that's maybe very important that we understand living. Any comments before we go to the next one? Khadija? Yes? Okay.
So, okay, I remember once in COVID, I had finished my high school, so I just went to a place called Sarah. They have an organization. They usually care for kids and all that. But when COVID came in, you know, the kids all came in that place, and the place was crowded. You know, people were very many. Yeah. So, but mostly, what angered me the most is that you know, it left girls in that area vulnerable in a way that you know, they had to get something to eat. When you get, you know, when you're like, okay, let me say in this world we live in, you know, a girl is called by a guy, you know, you're like, where are you, something, you know, a guy paid for their ticket, you know, something like that. But then this time around, they will go, you know, expected to get food only. So you understand the worst line. But I think it's our job as the youth or something, like at least if we know what a purposeful life is to us, and if we learn it from different people, we can use that to influence other people. Because those people, if they had someone at least to, you know, to comfort them, to talk to them about what is happening, because I only know that story afterwards. You know, I got to know that, you know, these girls are suffering after like COVID was about to end. You know, and that is so bad because they think we are people who are working, that don't do anything for them. Yeah, but from different aspects, and I think living a purposeful, meaningful life is that not only we have to live a that life, but we also have to influence other people. Yeah, like let them know about that impactful life. Yeah, as with the youth, because they say we are the strongest people, at least the people who are aging are going to retire. Yeah? So when they retire, they'll also leave us there. When they leave us there, we have to do that part, that impactful life. Leave our jobs like being a doctor, being, you know, holding master's degrees, so many masters, and then you go influence those girls, those people that are suffering in different things that we have to do. Yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you. Nice.
Okay, thank you. What I can add on is that we are so lucky, like as youth, just to at least to have someone who can think like, let me meet with this youth, and then try to let them know why they should have a living meaningful life. So I think we are going to gain main thing here, and then we are going to learn so main thing here. So while you were saying about living, and then according to what Kevin was saying, when it was in our time in COVID, I used to have a job, and then when COVID came, it became a problem for them to pay us. So they decided to just to minimize the employment, the employers that was working in that workplace. So I was in those people, and then they just say that you go at home, you see the problem here is very big, just to get your salary, what and what, so better you go home, and then we'll let you know when this pandemic finish, maybe we'll tell you to come back. And then at that time I was like, it was the time that I finished at my university, and then I was like, I thought when I'm going to finish university, I'm going to have a job, I'm going like to have to get the payment that I usually dream, like doing what I have been studying for a long time. And then I was like, I go at home, then I just started to think, am I going to leave because they pay me salary, or I'm going to just to sit and then try to challenge myself and then think, who am I? What we always push me to always wake up and then feel like I'm doing something for my community, even myself. So at that time I just say, like, even if I don't have job, I have to try to challenge myself, find something that is going to help me, and then it was a way of finding my passion. But at that time I just come up with the things of do something for in craft. I didn't know that I know how to do it, but I had a small business. That business, I come up with a small business, an idea of having a business. It was a business of like having a mirror and then try to design it. So I remember I come up with like 10 mirror and then I sell them. I even get like $50, but it was not much, but at least for me, I just say, at least I get my mind that
Self-fulfillment, you call it.
yeah,
Self-fulfillment.
yeah, and then at that time I say, even if I cannot have job, I still have something that can push me, just that's anything I can do it, and then have to find something for myself instead of waiting someone to give me a job, to do what. Yeah. So I think as youth, we need to, even if we are studying, I know, you are studying because you like to become an engineer, what, but at least think, even if I'm studying just to be a software engineer, what. Why not me? I bring something new to the community, and then which come from my mind. So maybe it's better we think in that way, because it always helps us to don't always wait for other person to give us a job, to do what. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Okay. The next one? Okay, so anyway, I want to go to now the meaning. Okay, not meaningful, because like what Khadija was talking about, because self-fulfillment. You know fulfillment, okay. So it's come always that the fulfillment, F-U-double-L, comes after understanding the self. So she talk about the self, okay, which is Socrates was saying about it. Okay. And then she started to fulfill this herself. Okay. The questioning, okay, of this self, what is myself I want. Okay. And this is what we miss now. For that I want to tell you, can we really understand the meaning of life, not the meaningfulness of life, the meaning of life, without being deprived again from something, or without living uncertainty. Some of us maybe they don't like it. Like today challenge, she didn't know, she forgot or she didn't know that we're gonna do the dialogue. Okay. But when Khadija told me, your guys came, I enjoyed it. Because for me, I've been looking forward. It was like, well, okay, can we cancel? Maybe it will be cancelled, I don't know, then we'll bring and so on. But I was emphasizing, no, let us do it. Even with a few people, let us do it. And the idea is not about numbers. Okay? Like Abdurrahman says, which is Isa says also, it's not about how much you do, it's about the way you do it. So, my question for you, can we understand life without choice? Okay? Can we understand meaning of life? Okay? Without being shocked? Okay? And this is what creates maturity. Maturity is not by age. You can see many people, but they are foolish.
Yeah.
Okay? They, like we see a lot in our countries, lots of foolish people who live only for money. They live to exploit their power of money, whether over their servants, whether over their by building houses. By the way, building houses is like a type of power to show people. And see, I have more than you. Okay, so that's like you're sending messages. Okay, while you can see, we heard that, for example, maybe not a good example, but maybe one of the examples, you don't have a house. Okay, or then maybe the richest person, one of the richest person is Buffett. Okay. Well, he's also have only one house, one car. Okay, not many houses. Okay, everywhere in the world and so on. So what I was saying is that maturity needs such a type of many shots. Not necessarily go for the shots, but you will come the shots. Okay. Not necessarily go for dissatisfaction, but you will come dissatisfaction. Okay. If you didn't come today, it's a learning. Okay. Now the other thing which is now this is in your hand, is that always you go for uncertainty. She's not certain what I'm going to do today, but she came and she took the risk. It is her reputation, but she taken the risk. Okay? Honest. She first time she didn't attend our workshop, did you? So she learned about us a lot. Okay? Same thing I also, this is uncertainty is what makes you discover things in a different way. The third one, which is very important, to create a meaning, because meanings, by the way, you need to work for it hard before you make it full. Because you fill it, okay, the meaning is empty. You can imagine that this bottle is empty, and now you need to fill it, okay? First, you need to understand what is the boundaries of this bottle. To understand the boundaries, you have to take to the threshold. The upper threshold, knowing that you know your lower threshold. What is the minimum I can survive with? And many people, they take the risk. They go to certain areas, they live in that area, like I'm doing now, because I know what is my minimum threshold. Okay? I'm targeting now my maximum threshold. My maximum threshold, I do not know it. I know that it is stand in this area. I don't want to go only repeating what is my max. I want to go beyond it.
Yeah.
To go beyond that, I need to go to uncertainty. Okay? So uncertainty is very important. To live uncertainty, to live dissatisfaction is very important. To be resilient, tolerant for such things is very important. Okay, how can I do that from now, today? How can I create uncertainty? Anybody? Accepting challenges. Okay. That's great. Anything else?
And
Huh?
you can explore more.
Explore? Exploring more. Okay, like what? Is an example?
You can learn more to explore more.
Okay, Khadija, for us the sound is most important. The people
Okay.
always they tell us the sound is, they can't benefit from the video only. Yes. Yes.
But I'm saying that to get uncertainty, you can learn more and explore more.
Yes.
That's-
So uncertainty is about exploration. You're right. Okay.
yeah.
I would say one thing that is very important. Okay, it's in your hand now. Okay, after this dialogue, in our hands, all of us, even us. By the way, nobody can claim that he's mature enough. Can we agree that?
Yeah.
Okay. She has lots of maturity, much better than me from dealing with her. Okay. In the last few months, I know that she's mature much more. Many decisions I changed my mind because of her. Okay. And many decisions she changed her mind because of me. Every one of us complement each other. Okay. But something is in our hand that I wanted to mention it here is the pauses. Taking pauses in life. Okay, taking a pause. Why I exist? Maybe it is like Pacific was saying, is to understand or to create a differentiation in my gap from the day of birth till the day of when I expire. Okay. Maybe because I want to worship God, but in different style, not only in just prayer and fasting and doing other things. What is the use if I pray fast and I don't know what is my purpose of life? Like I'm like another monkey, right? I better I go to Swansea then. Musanze. Live with them. Okay. Really, many humans are living like animals because they don't know what is the purpose. They just they think always about eating, drinking, traveling, and so on. Okay. So I believe that this can be created from taking a pause. Okay.
Like pause.
Pause. Yeah. P-A-U-S-E. Okay. Pause, like you
Take
pause a
time.
video.
Yeah.
You pause, okay? You pause the picture of your life. Excellent. Thank you for asking me this question. Okay. What has been done from before? What is you expect? Like it is showing a film, but you don't know what is the end, and you pause in the middle. Okay, and you put the scenario before, what happened, and then you build what is next. How can you utilize something from this history that you've seen in your life, and how you can avoid that you maybe are going to a way that you don't want to be. Okay. First of all, as maybe Amna was telling me, okay, I don't know where I'm going for this dialogue. Okay. So what is what is the end of this dialogue? The end of this dialogue is that each one of us will have a different meaning for it when we go back. It's like yesterday when we see the arts work. Okay. It was meant that it's not to be explained to you. Everyone will see it from different perspective. Okay, this is the good thing about the artwork, right? It will raise your senses on that area. Yes, Theo.
Yeah, I do have a question.
Yes.
Do you really believe in destination, like destiny? Yeah. Do you believe? The reason why I'm asking this question is as a student, we do have a future purpose, building our career and so on. But later you find yourself somewhere else. Like this guy, he's an engineer, but now he is a filmmaker, right? How those two things are interacting with meaningful life? Yeah, that's my question.
So again, first of all, I want to tell you is that maybe we don't know by statistics how much. No, there's no statistics. But from again traveling many countries, more than 69 countries around the world, and meeting many people. I like to meet people. Yesterday I was telling them about a lady. He was sitting, but they didn't encourage me. But I feel now I am not happy that I didn't go and talk to that lady. We were in a Greek restaurant, and she was typing. She's an old lady. She reminds me with Nina. You remember?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Similar, old ladies. Maybe are now. Even you can find people they are discovering themselves in 80s. Okay, and they are grandmothers. They have children. They said, no, we don't want to die just sitting with our grandchildren only. That's not beyond our purpose of life. So this to be distant in life, by the way, it's all about what Jasim started with about the intention. I am beyond the intention. Actually, I say the intention is only putting the seed. But this seed, if you don't have it doesn't have the proper drop of water, it will not grow. So the visualization of that distance is very important. Okay. Now I wanted to tell you again about the statistics that I was going to say. I believe that more than 70% of people, they don't end up working in the jobs they thought they're going to be working in. And you can see it maybe through just your friends. Okay, many people they find them engineers, but they will be working graphic designer, for example, maybe. Okay. By the way, my background is not economist. Okay, I'm biomedical engineer. Okay, I'm medical physics. But see how much I jump. Now, why I tell you I discovered myself. All my life I had a purpose, by the way. Most of my life, and I'd say even from I'm 10 years old, I have a purpose. I want to make something different in the world. What is it? I don't know. But this because I don't know, not exactly, but at least I did not mold it, I did not shape it, okay, in my mind, okay. Nobody told me to shape it. What happened to me is that I end up jumping from one job to the other, losing many maybe opportunities, okay. Okay, all of these, by the way, they brought me to be what is Muhammad today. Not regretting all of that, but it might have brought me also to be a better influencer in the world. Not influencer by social media, I'm talking about influencer creating really the impact that I wanted today. Okay. See, bioengineer, medical physics, military officer in a medical services. Okay, expert in quality control, quality assurance, blah blah blah. Expert in health and occupational health and safety. Expert in environment, who said about environmental engineering and chemical engineering and so on, eliminating the chemicals, or brother also here. Okay. Expert in food safety management system. Expert in government excellence programs. Expert in inspiration economy. Expert and so on. These jumping, some of them was more better than the others when they started to be linked to a shaped distant life. So distant life, and by the way, even always we say opportunities. Opportunities does not come always because you are lucky. Even if you ask the rich people, they'll tell you, okay, we are lucky, but because we had tried many ways. So our luck increased because we tried many ways. Okay. So anyway, now I want to go back to the issue of pause. If we agree on pause. Okay. Anybody has gone through a pause of life? I'll give you example of taking a pause in life. Okay. Every birthday for me, and by consider I have 2 birthdays. Okay, not to but you know, I have to, I don't want to confuse you too much. Later you can ask me personally, how can I have 2 birthdays? Okay, but anyway, I have them also near each other. I have 13 and 17. Okay, so I celebrate these 4 days all together. Okay, yes. Anyway, so I stand with myself. I had my recent birthday. I was in Rwanda. I'm in the right place. Is these people deserve to be? I am to be here or not? This country does it deserve that I as a Muhammad? Now see, I start to know my value. Not that I have nose up, but I know that my contribution can make a difference for the country. Okay, not to exaggerate this that much, but I know that I will make a difference wherever I go because I tried myself. How many of us try themselves and they evaluate themselves? Okay, maybe they don't know their trustworthiness. You know, the airplane does not fly unless it have this certificate. They call it trustworthiness certificate. Okay, we as humans we are supposed to be more than important than an airplane. Okay, in order to fly. Okay, but we never stand up with ourselves and do this this checklist. Okay. How we trust? How we become trustworthiness? Am I capable to do a postgraduate program that will lead the world, eliminate poverty, increase the power of the development of youth, not the empowerment of youth, the advancement of youth, the advancement of women? Okay, not the empowerment of women. I believe I'm capable. Why? Because I discover myself. Because I know what I am. I know about a lot about myself. How I know about that? Not because I did also projects and evaluated the outcome of the projects over the last 8 years, no. Because I stood with myself. Okay? And I know now what is my weakness, when I can depend on Khadija, and when I can be self-dependent. And this, they call it, by the way, the best thing of a human life. To be interdependent. Not independent, not what? Dependent. Interdependent. Okay? Okay?
Interdependent is the codependent still.
Codependent still you depend on others. Interdependent, you know, when you can depend on yourself, and when you can depend on the others. So it's like it's again like the synergy. We call it synergy, okay, or symphony. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, again, example of poses other than standing with yourself and during birthdays.
I have one.
Yes.
It's a story. I will make it short as much as possible. So I lost my previous company a year ago, exactly a year ago, a year and 2 months. We had a huge company, I had a partner. We just lost everything in 1 day. We had to fire everyone, and that's, I would say, the shock that my father was speaking about, because I took it for granted. I had everything. I had 100 employees under me. So, and like, I had all the possibilities to grow this company. Now, out of nowhere, things happened. Investors pulled out, and we had to close the company. And since that time, I wanted to, like, I would say, a very hard time with myself. I felt that okay, I lost everything I grew. It was my baby. This is what since I graduated from uni, this is everything I've done. And now this is what made my life meaningful. So I go back as well to Amna when she said we link it to our jobs as well. And for me, I lost my purpose, my meaningful thing that I was waking up every day to do. And by going through that, now I had to either let go of all my purposefulness, I would say, or the thing I thought that this is my purpose, or the direction I thought I'm going to in life. And I started receiving job offers, maybe do another job, and I've been speaking to my father at that time as well, that maybe I just leave this whole industry, leave entertainment. I go do marketing. I know marketing very well. I'm good at marketing. I would do that. Or maybe I would work in government. I had government jobs that I applied for, and I had the opportunity to do that. But after, so I decided to take that pause, and that pause because like my father used to tell us since we were kids, or we used to have that every year. In the beginning of every year, we sit together and he says, "What did you achieve? What did you do?" And I discovered in that pause that now starting again, it does not mean you're starting from scratch. You're starting from somewhere because you ended up in somewhere. And whatever you went through is an experience that you will build on, even if it was bad and even if there was lots of mistakes. So I decided to open my own company. We're at the beginning, we're still in the beginning. It's an 8 months old company. But I'm doing this movie right now. I'm very happy that I went back. And I've done 2 shows already. So maybe that was the pause I went through. I'm sure it reflected a lot on my character, on how I see myself, on self-worth as well. And I think that's mainly because I was doubting myself as well. It's called the imposter syndrome, I would say. But at that time, I was like, maybe I cannot do it by myself. I had a partner with me. So maybe this is the pause story I have, and I wanted to share.
Thank you. Nice. Okay, anybody else? Even if you did not experience it, what is your plan for taking a pause? Other than a birthday or in the beginning of the year, like Jason was mentioning, we used to do, or sometimes their birthday, by the way, also.
Yeah.
And it's another thing, it shouldn't be digital, by the way. See, the capital-based economy, they're putting in your mind a chip, saying it have to be numbers. No, it shouldn't be a number. You don't know what it is, but you visualize it. Visualize means analog, drawings, maybe. Drawing, you just draw. You need maybe A3 sheets, maybe sometime more than one. If you are trained like me, I'll do it all in A3 sheets. And all of them, by the way, they have their A3 sheets that they did. And by the way, when I used to do it with them, I'm doing it also with myself. Okay, even including, by the way, my Jason, my wife. And for each one, not necessarily only the children, because this is what life is about. See, life is about dedication, determination, desires, and dreams. And they create the stories. And these stories are not necessarily in the beginning, you know why they created. Sometimes you hate the story you went through. Okay? But when you come and stand with yourself again, you can make the linkage. And if you make the linkage, you make the meaning. And once you start to make the meaning, you start to know how to fill this. Okay? This is very difficult in the beginning. It needs only, in the beginning, you sit down with yourself. Then you fail. I will challenge all of you, and you'll do it from first time yourself. Okay? But you have to do it yourself. And you have to feel the feeling of failing, so that you come and sit down with a mentor. Okay? Mentor may be your brother, maybe your father, not necessarily expert. Okay? Maybe your friend, but someone who's honest, someone who will challenge you with a question that you don't like to be questioned about. Okay? Where are you going? Where will you be after 5 years? Did I do that? Okay. And this I'm going to do with you, Harwell. I'm going to do with you guys. I told you, this is here is an organization that if we don't develop ourselves and we don't lead by example, we're not where to lead people. Same thing for you. And for me now, I'm investing with you time because I know that you are potential leaders, not only for Rwanda, with all the respect to Rwanda, mashallah, very good to develop Rwanda also, of course, but to Africa and to the world. And I was telling Kevin the other day that thing, okay? Because I believe that the next renaissance will come from Africa. We can't see it today. Some of us, we believe it, but we can't see it, right? But we can see it more when we become what? Leading by example. Okay? And this can't happen, and by the way, it can't happen by someone who's coming from outside and telling you that. Okay? It happens only when we create models from you guys who really lead by example. Okay? Yeah. So anybody about poses? Any reflections?
I have a story. I don't know if it's a pause. Maybe you
Yes.
help me later.
Yeah.
So I remember, first of all, like I've grown up in a community where I was not able to get to those electronic things. You know, to have experience in it. Though I'm a programmer today, but I remember my first time touching a computer, like using it. It was 2018, like where I go to the high school. So like I could watch to someone aside me and see how they open a computer and things like those. That's when I think of why I can't, you know, involve in technology things. So my story goes to like after graduating in high school. So it was really hard. Like everyone, when you graduate, you struggle to find uni, which is really hard because you find most of us were not having, our parents, they're not having that money to pay you for university. So I got this challenge. There is this university in Rwanda. It's a Christian one. It's a Christian university. So they offer me a scholarship, a full scholarship, to go and study business. So, but for me, what I wanted to do was like to go in things that are related to computer science. Like that's what I really wanted. So it became a challenge to me because I was not even yet see if maybe if I had the choice, like I had one university which offers computer related thing and that one, it would be easier for me to choose what I wanted. But by that time, I didn't have any university aside, which was only that one, which was giving me full scholarship to do business related stuff. And like it became like hard for me to decide if I can go there and then keep applying, because I really know that the moment I chose to go there, while signing the contract, you had to sign that you're going to complete the whole year, like the program from there. So it was really hard for me to choose, because even home, to tell them that I'm not going to go there, it was very hard, because they said it was an opportunity for me to find a school where they're not going to pay anything, which is going to help me, you know, get the degree. So it was really hard for me, and by that time, I decided to not go there, though I had no other option. So I kept on praying, asking God to not regret by that chance I got. Then later on, I got admitted at UR doing computer science.
Right.
So, like, that's like, I remember during the time it was hard for me to decide, but I ended up getting what I really wanted. So that's why I said, I don't know if that is a pause from what you're talking about, but that's some of my story, which was hard for me to decide. Like,
Excellent.
why I had to sit and make like a decision which I think would even affect me in one way or another.
Very good example of sometimes taking, you have to take a pause because you have to make a hard decision to take it or not to take something. Yes, to take this road or not to take this road, and this is something very important. And this comes again through really deep thinking, right? It comes to the thing that this guy yesterday, the artist, he said, I thought this is what is inspiration economics are all about. It is where your heart meets your spirit and your mind is there. Okay, it is the area where, so to oppose, it will not be complete, by the way, the cycle. For that, I tell you in the beginning, it's very difficult to do it yourself. Okay, but you have to do it yourself. You have to feel what is missing in you, that you can't do it yourself, because not always, by the way, having someone else sitting in front of you, you cannot use interdependence that I'm talking about. Okay, interdependence, you should know what is when you can become independent. Okay, not always being dependent on others and so on. I know friends that after I taught them, they started, of course, with me, but then they started to put a mirror when they talk to themselves or record themselves. Okay, and then again ask themselves again, because it's a hard exercise. By the way, do you think many people they don't know about that? It's not a secret, but they don't want to do it. Your mind does not let you go there. Your mind tell you just live life. You go to this hard job and so on. Okay, you know what we end up where? We end up with mental health. most of my publications about youth economy, about what happened during COVID for many people, is that they don't have a meaningful life. And they don't have meaning life, which is not meaningful, even they don't have meaning life. They did not define the boundaries of their life. Okay? And for that, what they end up going now by force to someone to listen to them, and they pay him money or pay her money. Okay? I had a debate even with my Johnson and others. Oh no, but this is, no, because we are taking these things and it's like something natural. No, it's not natural. Leaving yourself and giving it to others, and the others is controlling it, even it means yourself is weak. Okay? And for that, even in Quran and even in Christianity, it is like, the self is about what? It's like about a wild horse. Unless you hold it, okay, can tell you always enjoy life. Okay? Can tell you always just live life. What is this? Why you go to these such challenges and so on? Okay? So anyway, I think enough about the pause. Enough of Hashem, we conclude now. But we now, what means, okay, how can we fill this with something good?
Pouring it. Pouring something that we want to feel.
Yes. So it means we should know what are the stones that we put in, right? There is a video, by the way, that maybe we'll send it to you guys after, if you register your name. I think Herwash, you have your. Can you make a paper so that we send them this video of Stephen Covey? Even I did it with my children, by the way. I don't know you remember Amna or not, but Jasmine, I think he remembers. Okay. Okay, I learned from Stephen Covey.
Yeah.
Okay, the 7 habits. We have a video about that. He explained this very clearly. Okay. It is about stones, but the selection of the stones is the problem now. Then it's another problem now. We take a pause, we go through shocks or uncertainty, or not reaching, taking difficult decisions. We started to take this exercise always. By the way, Jassim, if he does it only when he has a shock, that's also a problem. We should learn that to do it before shocks also. Okay? And what we become addicted, and okay, we will make a pause only when we have a shock. What this means? It's like heroin. Yeah. Right? No, we should have it because we should be actually those who create a change in life and become a meaningful life. They are supposed to be proactive. They don't wait for shocks to come. Okay? So my question for you again: how to fill this with the right stones? Right. First of all, does it come from first time? No. It comes over the years, right? When someone like my age, I'm 60 now plus, and come and stand, I would have said, if I fill these stones like this, it would have been better. Okay? Maybe not all of the stones I will throw, but I would say maybe just the sequence of them maybe will be different. Okay? So how we know that this? First of all, how we know which stones we take? If we have too many stones here. Okay, these are the stones. How we know which stone to take? If I put this here, okay, maybe it will take half of the bottle. How do I know which stone I take? Because this is the conclusion, by the way, of the dialogue. Yes, yes. That's right.
I don't have the decision, but I think you can do like try and error. Yeah, you put one, then cannot work. You can try until the thing goes well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So trial and error.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Just I think first I can start about this bottle. Just this bottle, what to be put in that bottle.
Which is knowing, as I mentioned, this bottle is your life.
Yeah, if
Okay.
Just
The living. Okay. And it have a threshold and both upper, lower limit and upper limit.
if this bottle is my life.
Yeah.
Just first I will know what can I do in order to decrease or to prevent this bottle to be harmed. But after knowing what will harm this bottle, I will search what to be included
Okay.
Then after that, I will try to search for that one I want to go from in that bottle.
Okay. Anybody else? Let's all of us try.
Yeah, okay, so ideally for me, like what should be filled in that bottle, we can say maybe we can collect either mostly
Take it there.
someone's positive thoughts. Like for instance, like the way doctor hasn't specified whether what to be filled in directly, but in any bottle, for instance, the way he has used an empty bottle, so you can maybe try and fill it with maybe some positive things like positivity, be it like the virtues, either honesty, love, patience. Yeah, so those are the things that can be added in the
Positive thinking and to fill it with.
Yeah,
The
with
things
virtues,
positive.
yeah.
Yes. Values, something like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Jason?
Sometimes we can maybe what we learn about our mistakes or our failures. What we learn, we can feel it from this, our mistakes.
Okay, for mistakes. Okay. Anybody else? Jason wanted to say something?
Yes, I would say the bottle itself is the shape of the meaning, as you said, and then if there is a shape, there are things that fit and there are things that does not fit. If it's aligned with where the meaning is going or where the shape, it fits the form of shape I created for my meaning, then I would fill it inside. So it all depends on how aligned the thing I'm taking and filling the bottle with. So if I would give an example, for example, would I take a course today in, let's say, programming C++, let's say, okay? Now, maybe I would do that. I took it actually when I was in uni. But today, knowing where, for example, the meaning I'm trying to shape, is it aligned with where I'm going? I don't think so. So that's, so filling the bottle with the things, I feel that it's aligned where I'm going.
Anybody else? Khadija or
You say the bottle determine, like we define as ourselves. To me, to decide what to fill in my bottle, I'll consider, let's take like the life I live, the era, the mistakes I make, failure I made, all of the things. So I'll let's say like that bottle, before you determine what to go in, you might have a filter. Something to like the filter will be those decisions you make that are going to take away those negativities, discouragements, and all the things that will not make you reach your purpose, that will make you reach on your goals. So for me, the life you're going to live, you meet a lot, because there is things that in our life, there is things that comes from ourselves, like the things that we play the role to live in, and there is others that comes aside, like from nowhere, that are going to challenge you and makes you feel like you're not going to live your meaningful life. So like the decision you take will be the filter that is going to help you to clean up all the messes and the problems, so that you can fill your bottle, you can fill the bottle in good way that will help you reach to your determination, if I can say.
Anybody else before we conclude? Yes.
Okay, so you say like this bottle is my life,
Right.
and I'm going to take as the stones as the impact or the results of the life I am living. So before, like we have the threshold, minimum, the maximum threshold of the bottle, and then if I need to fill the stone, so I have to figure out the volume, the boundaries of the bottle. So that's the first, and then for the second, I have to figure out what kind of stones do I need to put there, because there's different stones. Then after knowing the kind, the type of the stone that you need to put in, so then the second thing is you need to to see to that. So the first you saw the type, then you go to the collector, and then to the use. So what will be the use of the stone I want to fill in the bottle? So which is the goals I have in life. So what will be your goals? And then, so I think after figure out the purpose, the goals, and then you start filling your stones according to how they're going to help you.
Okay, just we're lucky today. Visual is very quiet, opposite of me. So now you know how we're talking all the time.
Sometimes we can.
Bring it there near. Give just.
Sometimes we can maybe take the opinions of the people who are close to us, because they are like a mirror for us, and they can see what is the negative things in ourselves and the positive things. So we can take their opinion and fill it in this, because like a mirror for us, we can get clear reflection of ourselves. So I can fill it in this bottle.
Okay. Anybody else before I conclude? Does anyone want to say something or everyone?
Yeah. Well, thank you. For me, I think actually for you to decide something to put in the bottle, you must know what are your passions, from the different mistakes that you've been doing, that you have learned from. I think I'll first take a pause, yeah, and I learn, like, maybe I see what am I good at, maybe what do I want, yeah, what do I want to achieve in my life, what do I want, how do I want to achieve it, and all that. So I also, after taking a pause, I know that my pause that I've taken, my decision that I've taken, won't be the last one, because maybe I might put in that bottle, that stone, but then that stone might not be the one that I have to do, yeah? So I also believe that after I try to put that stone, and I failed the first time, or I failed the second time, or the third time, I know there's a way that I'm learning from all my mistakes. So afterwards, maybe 10 stones that are put in that bottle that are not working anymore, I think one of the stones, maybe the 8th stone or the 9th stone will work, yeah? So I know if I keep trying, I will do something for myself. And also, yeah, I think learning from mistakes is the best stuff, and I know I will learn. But if I don't learn from, I keep doing the same mistakes, that means that thing is not my thing. Yeah, if I keep doing the same thing that I'm doing. So I believe that however much I put a stone, however much I put a water or something, either way, it has to get me there. However much, but if I try, I think someone asked about destiny. I think we all have destinies. Yeah, God gave us destiny, or Allah. Yeah, He gave us destiny. Why He's like, you know what? You be a doctor maybe, yeah, or you be a teacher or something. But then this doctor you're going to be, you don't know that you will be that doctor. Yeah? So what you have to do for you to reach that, you have to try and put in your efforts. I know in one or another, maybe the government gives you this scholarship, maybe your dad is giving you this business or something. You might find out that business that your dad is giving you through different, they're like, Dad, you know what, I won't do this business. No, I won't do this business. You start to quarrel, conflict with your dad, but then in the end, that conflict stands into an agreement that maybe is the best thing for your life. So in any way possible, we might fight with life, we might fight with different kind of things and all that, but then there's an end game to whoever is fighting. I know, I just believe that if I fight, I will get that. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Everyone, anything? No. Okay. So thanks a lot for your comments and so on. Let us try to wrap up this dialogue for what I heard from you guys. And now we agree that in order to live a meaningful life, one should understand what is living. right? What meaning of living, and what we are living for. Okay, we did not touch a lot on that. Maybe in the workshop we'll touch a lot on that. How we create what we are living for. Okay. But we know also is that we should know the meaning of this life. Okay. And what is does it mean for you? Does not necessarily what does it mean for me. Actually, this is why God created the humans, that they should collaborate with each other instead of fighting with each other. That our diversity is our strength, not our weakness. Which is unfortunately, as you can see, the wars and conflicts and so on, people, they don't understand that. Okay, they want copy of each other. They want people who only follow their, their commands or so on. But we know also is that if you know the meaning, you need to practice. Okay, how to fill this bottle, this life. Now, I think here not necessarily what I'm going to say is right, but here we need to think about, and then again we come back to the issue of that this life is about stories. Okay, some of us know that these are stories they have taken, okay, they created, and they know because why? They know where the story ends because they've taken a boat, or they're going through a shock, or they go through uncertainty, or they have to take a decision. Okay? And some of us, they don't know. They think it's only one story, which is they lost, by the way, a lot of opportunity. Because the more you have stories, the more you can create a difference in the world. Especially when you stand again and see and you see this paradox, how it's linking to each other. I was telling many people, when I go to a country, I go based on someone I know, then this someone I know that maybe they changed his position, they cheated him, or they cheated me, or something like this, then this person will take me to another person, which is maybe better than him, or better than him. And maybe this person died. But a relative of him, they become passionate for our project. So they are the ones who help us. This has happened for us all. Why? I'll tell you why. Not because of good intention only. Okay? Because we visualize the end. Okay? And God, here again about the destiny, God will shape our destiny according to how much we are eager, that we are worshipping God by these deeds. It's deeds. It's either you stay all night and like many Muslims do, unfortunately, or even Christians or Jews or whatever, they stay all the night praying, but they don't deal with people in the right way. They don't create any added value to the humanity. They are extra on the humanity. They are only like insects, they are eating other people's bloods without they knowing that. Or we end up, and we know why we are here, and we are meant to deal with the stories, and these stories either will come from whatever you said, which is a school, by the way. The school means reactive school. Whatever you said now, it's more of reactive school, which means what? Trial and error, which is okay, it's a part of our school, trial and error, but based on a visualization. It's an intentional trial and error. Not because I have gone through the trial, I learn from it. This happened also to us, right, Khadija? Yeah. A lot. But also we try not to repeat the mistakes, which is Kevin was saying, it is part of the learning. Because the learning means that you don't repeat the mistakes as much as you can. Okay? Not the same way and so on. It doesn't happen by mistakes, it doesn't happen by trial and error, it doesn't happen by boundaries, by engineering. Nobody could design their life the way they want it. Okay? Unless they have lots of what? Projects, lots of stories. Okay? And these stories might take them because they have the frequency of attempt is very high. Okay? So the more we have frequency of attempt, before I come to you here, this project not my first time here, and not my first time in Rwanda. It was supposed to be in Bosnia, it was supposed to be in Albania, it was supposed to be in India, in northern India, in Nepal. Story, if you see the way that I have drawn wherever this institute will be, you'll see that it will take a long time till we reach here. Okay, and we don't know that it will end up to be the way that we want it or not. But we know it will take us to something better. That's what God had taught me. You see something today you don't like, but it might take you to something better. Okay? And this is what will create maybe the core of what we want as a humans. Is that our mindset is so much flexible to the challenges of life that it always shake up our assumptions. It's always shake up our attitudes. It's always shake up our behaviors. It's always shake up our reactions. Okay? It would make us always think that we have a story to make today and story to make tomorrow. Okay? It is not one story. Yani frankly, if I would practice it proper way, and if I want to become wiser, okay, I would take a pause even every month, not even every week, instead of every year. Okay? Because we've seen those who take pauses, they are the wise people. Okay? And they are the one who know that 1 + 1, not necessarily it is engineering equal 2, might equal 3 and so on. You don't know how it happened, but you know that you have the intention, you have the vision or visualization there, or the dream, whatever you want to call it, and you have the attempts. The only differentiation between us is what? Maybe all of us have the intention, but how many of us have the visualization? How many of us having the attempts to go to something in an uncomfort zone? Okay? And to live this uncomfort zone. Okay? That's also something that is worth to think about. But I hope from this dialogue, and then we started to shape many things. Actually, it's more important than workshop. Okay. First of all, we are gifted from God to have a living, and living that made us to come here together, living that we started to question ourselves. Because the question, by the way, itself is the start of that. Okay, why do I exist? Why I'm not a gorilla in Musanzi? Why my soul is not a gorilla? Okay, why I'm in Rwanda, not in another African country which is unstable? Why I'm in this generation, not my grandparents who suffered, the genocide? Okay, so this is always is things that is worth to think about, because this is where my contribution will be better, and I will do something good in my life, and to leave what we call
Meaningful life.
yes, we make a stamp in this life that is different than others. So thank you, thanks a lot for coming, and I hope to see you guys on the 10th. Yeah, inshallah. What? 7th, okay. The 7th.
That would be a weekend, right?
Saturday, yes. Yeah. They wanted Saturday. The VC also they said. Try your best.
Will be Friday.
Friday?
Yeah, it will be a Friday. No, it will be Friday.
No, morning. Whenever it does.
96 is a workshop.
Yes. Anyway, the time confirm it to them.
Yeah, definitely. I will.
Yeah.
You saying? I'll confirm the time, the day. Yeah.
The day. It is supposed to be 7th.
Yeah.
From 9:30. 9 is the registration.
To 30.
Till I. But you guys now, what is see with Muhammad Haji, you have a problem sometimes. I'm problem maker. Am I? Huh? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah, most of the time. Okay. And I always challenge people. If you take knowledge, which is now we did, this knowledge is more important than reading a book, by the way. Okay? Because it will open for you questions. Sometimes reading a book only for one thing. Okay? You have to practice it. So the workshop on 7th, it will be run by you guys beside me. Okay? Beside the VC. Okay? It will be like the team leaders when we sit down and talk about so on. Okay? Whether we announce you this directly or not, but this is the way you should even challenge that your knowledge is moving from having awareness, okay, to having realization. There is let's say a train, okay, awareness, then after awareness absorption, then after absorption there is knowledge, then there is profound knowledge, then we reach to realization. Okay, If you go read our rooms, they are by sequence. We have the observation room there, okay? Then we have the opportunities room there, and then we have the realization room next to it. Okay? So it's a journey, okay? And I think if you practice even, you will contribution to the workshop. You practice tonight taking a pause, okay? Asking yourself why you exist, including us, Jason and Amna, okay? And Huda also, and Khadija, and all of us are here. It will make a sense when we come on 7th, and because we have experience they don't have, right? Many people they don't have this, okay? Then it's hard, okay? It's hard to face the self. And I disagree again with what Huda said. Never ever, okay? Try to let someone lead your horse. Your soul is not controlled by others and shouldn't be controlled by others. You might sometimes have a, let's say, if you are getting lost, okay? One time to sit with one mentor, one second time, but if you live for asking others to tell you what is your destiny, your fate, that's very dangerous. Okay? That's very dangerous. So anyway, thanks a lot for coming here, and I hope to see you inshallah on the 7th. Okay. Now I want to conclude with your question. Okay. This institute, it has 3 triangles. What are they, Khadija? 3 angles of the triangle. Yes.
There is academic.
Yes.
And there is also project.
Yes.
And there is partnership.
Yes. Okay. So we live actually, if I say it, it is the opposite of what Khadija. I will start with projects. We are here, all of us here, as we said earlier, for a meaningful life, right? And the meaning for us is the projects. It's not our knowledge. Because our knowledge is not necessary to be true. We'll know the knowledge from the field. The field is the expert. And we are supposed to do many projects. Okay. And this is what we did in the beginning, before we established an institute to decide about Rwanda and so on. So yes, we are supposed to do projects relevant to community development and so on. Now the second part of your question, because your question had many meaning. Okay. This is I'm now doing for myself, not for even others. Now how can I make this organization more sustainable, not depending on my own assets? Okay. I'm not a wealthy guy, but I have enough to run this institute. Okay. With the way that I'm planning for it. But I want it to be more sustainable. If I go today, how it can sustain. So for that we are now doing something we didn't do in all our 38 countries. More than 600 plus projects, by the way. List of projects. Did I send you the list of projects? Okay, so this one, I think you guys sent her, Khadija, sent her the list of projects that we have done around the world. Now we're saying no, we'll not give you money or give someone money and tell him, and he can get from other organizations better than us. Which is, again, they are NGOs, and they are doing social development, but based on capital-based economy. Which is, again, I'm saying, this is the opposite of our meaningful life. Okay, now we want to do something now here at Rwanda, even opposite of what we done before. And now it has to be social for profit. Means we'll be partners of a project if it is feasible and kind of give a return with minimal amount. Okay. I think with the lady we met from AIESEC, isn't it?
Yeah.
The girl, she had a project.
Yeah, no, yeah, she was from AIESEC.
What's her name?
She's called Peace.
Peace.
I'm trying to connect. I don't know.
Yeah, she's a student at UR, and I think I'll give you her details.
Is she from UR or from math? Math. What is it called?
No, Peace is from KIST. Sorry, the girl. For her, she's called Peace too.
Ah, okay.
Peace
The
from
other one.
KIST and
Okay.
Peace from AIESEC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, we are now in this stage. We are going for even ourselves is transformation. We started one project now, which is like social enterprise, as you said. But we hope, inshallah, we will go faster, especially after accreditation. We're taking step by step, especially in our foreign government rules, especially we are not NGO. So, yes, and the last part of your question, the last answer for your question, is that yet he can make money. he can make actually good money, okay, from being a social enterprise. But what means money? Or means different here? Is it money that will come always in his pocket, or money that it will benefit the community? Okay, because what is we see here, that many people they call themselves social enterprise, but they become rich. In what? In money, in financial. But the community is not rich. This is not social enterprise. Okay. If you want to mislead himself, or she or he, I don't know, and he's not living a meaningful life, he can do that also. Many, I mean, this is maybe 90% of the world social enterprises. But the social enterprise I'm talking about is that, you know, he should show the wealth or the impact on the community. This is a real wealth. My real wealth now, I'm billionaire and affecting others with minimal resources. While I'm sitting here now, I know there are many projects happening because of our influence. So that's what. Okay, thanks a lot again for your time, guys.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah, excuse me because I talk a lot.
No, I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
So, well, I really liked this, though it was not my expectation. Because when I came, I thought it was like government organization, which is more of economic stuff, things like those. I didn't know that it's more of related to education. Because like they said it was workshop, so I'm not related tuition to the question. So they said it was workshop and they mentioned that they'll be presenting, pitching some of the project, stuff like those. And because I have one related to education, and I've heard of your institution that you designed your own content, so which really, one way or another, try to go the same way with my project that I'm having. I'm still working on. So I have some questions to ask on this, like your content stuff. So you mentioned that you created your own content. So like the question is, what pushed you to create your own content, and what did you see as a problem to solve, or if it was not a problem, so what's going to be your uniqueness to differentiate your content and the normal one, which the other institutions were using?
Okay. It can't be comparable with the program we have. A problem is one of our problems now with the heck any other person, or I mean even for students or even faculty. In our programs is not available all over the world. See, I studied bioengineering in 1981. Okay, there was only 3 universities in USA. You know, USA have thousands of universities. Okay, that had bioengineering coming to BSc level. It used to be only master and PhD level. Okay, and this is now what we are happening to us. You know, it's a new concept. We know it will be spread down later and so on. Maybe you heard about behavioral economics. Behavioral economics is now they got Nobel Prize. Again, it's not coming as to BSc, but it's master and PhD level. But this is took them 50 years. Now this comes back to our maybe the thing why I'm passionate about this workshop. I'm trying to control my hand. I mean this dialogue. I wanted to hear from you more than I talk. Okay. But what made me go, by the way, to do the principles or the concepts is the shock that I got in my life. Okay. Maybe similar to Jasm's shock, but maybe it's a longer thing. Jasm lived it in 1.5 years or 2 years or 3 years in his life. I lived it maybe over 15 years. I've been consultant. I've been expert for governments. And I stood with my life something at maybe a moment when I was very tired. You know this. You know these things of alpha and beta waves and so on. Okay, maybe Dr. Amashi can explain it to us. But that level, I was in beta wave. Okay, you know, like someone is drunk. Okay, I don't drink, but I'm telling that much. I was shocked so much that as I was really, I was like drunk. Okay, I'm very stressed. Okay, they see me, my children and the family, they see me because I always travel. I always and I will deal with top people of the governments. Okay, royal courts or prime minister, like this. Then I said to myself, is this what I want in life? Okay, to live a stressful life and to deliver something maybe the government will be happy about. And you know, always I get roses or I get thanks, appreciations, I get awards, I get certificates from you know, signed by from top people and so on. But is this the life I want? See, if I didn't do that all, I would have not understood these boundaries. Okay? The upper and lower limit, okay? Not shaping, not exactly shaping the boundary. And what is, because we can't shape the boundary. We can't shape the boundary, so you have to rebuild it. The boundary is not like this, unfortunately. It is shapeless. Okay? So it is very difficult to shape. But you know what is your being, or you know where you have reached, and you know that you can reach better. That time, you can make a difference. I said, no, this is not me. And if someone else can do it, okay, then I shouldn't be here. Because my life, and now I discover myself, start to discover myself, my life is meant to be something better. And here when I shifted a program of our government had a prime minister, he had a contract with me, okay, he gone now, our late prime minister, and the contract is that I will do something maybe similar to other countries that I did. Then I shifted the contract. I said no, I will do something better for the government, for the people. Even though at the beginning I said that, but see the intention now and the vision is different. So I started with labs, more than fixed programs like criteria. You do this, then you will achieve this certificate, you will achieve this appreciation. Okay, I've seen the people reaction. I've seen the changes that in people's life. Okay, some of them they didn't change. Maybe even after I left them, they started to change. But I put the seed there. Okay, and I noticed that this one is the technique that I used because I was really eager of that question. Is this what I want? No, I don't want to do this. I want to do something better, and I can do something better. Okay. I want to prove it to myself before others. And this took me to go to another country, which I don't speak their language, as I told you, like Bosnia or Slovenia, for example. Okay, I started and there where I put our first, let's say, concept, which is, and Amna, by the way, she was with me to do the first, let's say, conference in Slovenia. Was see, I mean, years when Amna was, I think, maybe what, you were 13 years old? Yeah. Okay. She ran, by the way, even our first conference, and she was 15 years old. Okay, conference attended by more than 30 countries. Bahrain was that time. So, see, again, the question that is, I don't want to live this life itself made me really realize that I can bring new concept to the world. Because I start to search. Is there a concept that is beyond doing excellence, and beyond doing like a certain criteria, make people, at that time I was very happy to see they brought the happiness index. We have about happiness index, right? Okay, you should Google it today, about why countries are more happy than others. But I found it again, it's based on capital-based economy. I said, no, there is people, there are inside these people, there must be something that make Kevin passionate so much to lead this organization. She wants to do something. Maybe she suffered, maybe she can't maybe even put some time, one meal in her table. Okay? And this is what made us really different that time to start these labs, even with students. We did 17,000 student survey, by the way, in the study. Then one-to-one interviews and so on. We brought from it the concept of inspiration economy. And that concept, after again started to be projects in different countries, means the inspiration currency is more important for you than the dollar currency. Okay? More important than the money. How this can be? By following certain techniques, by seeing the opportunities inside the problem, by making people feel that together, alone we are weak, together we are strong. So we shall work together as a family, mutual trust and responsibility. See this one? I say it because I believe in it. Okay. It came after many trial and errors, but with passion and visualization. So bringing a concept is not the target. The target is really changing the world. And my passion now, if you tell me, I did not come to this world, and you did not come to this world, to serve inspiration economy, or to serve youth economy, or to serve resilience economy. You come to this world for visualized vision that you can impact people's life with mineral resources, and you maybe leave a legacy or a trail, which is a collection of stories. Okay, they are not straight here, by the way. So sometimes ups and down, and so on. Okay, that people could say, oh, if this guy with this limited resources, with this age, yeah, you know that KFC guy. How old is he when he started his KFC? Again, 60 years old plus. Okay, I discovered myself I'm better than him now. I discovered myself 45 years old. I've been in this business 15 years now. Now I know what's my passion. I know. Okay, my decision was only 8 years ago, but I was preparing myself. Okay? I was shaking up myself every time with exposes and so on. This exercise. So yes, you can also for you can do concepts, but these concepts need to be built by content. To fill this, it's same as the life. It has to be filled with content. This content, some of it is bad, some of it is good, will be refined. And by the way, why I'm doing now postgraduate? So that other people come and do something better than me. Not to follow me. Okay, you can see I'm not putting my pictures around here to say, oh, I am the strongest one. I don't, in fact, I don't want to see my picture. Even the website, she knows Khadija. I told her try to remove my pictures, not to put my pictures. And it's not personal project. It is a human project. And we are built, by the way, to be human projects. But what happened to us in our families, or our friends, or our life experience, or our schools, make us feel in our living for ourselves, not for others. We need to be successful. It means very successful. It means I can't let you be number one. I have to be number one. Okay? And the whole world is all about what? It's only one cake. We cannot share it. Okay? Or if we share it, it will be a much more limited resources. What I'm saying, not it's about the cake. You can create many cakes. Each one of us, he can create his own cake. I will taste your cake, you will taste my cake, and we can share this together. Okay. So I'm not sure if I answer you or not. But
yeah, you did, but still many questions comes. And if I keep asking if I'm not going to bother anyone here.
you can ask one more question and then we will see.
This is going to be the last one.
Yes.
So, yes, I've heard of your inspirational content, is it right? Okay, so how is it related to academic content? Because at this real world, when you go outside, you see that they require this academic, if I can say academic content. Though I remember as Jassim, right?
Yeah.
Jassim was saying, sometimes this academic content, it doesn't really, there is somewhere you reach outside and you find that it's not helpful. What you need is this, the experience and practical thing that's going to help you outside. But beside that, for instance, like here in Rwanda, if you're going to run for a certain job, they're going to ask you some academic documents.
Right.
So
This is why I trying to make it short for you. This is exactly what I was talking about. This content now is going towards the higher end. Like I was saying about, I should know the threshold. So now we don't have only a content that was, let's say, this content gone through what? Projects, case studies, okay, workshops, which is we tested these two before, then books, okay, then syllabus, then programs, okay, then getting certified by a higher learning authority in different countries, which is we did already. The only difference now here, we're starting our own institute instead of giving it to other universities. And I, for example, I have MOU with your university, University of Rwanda. She knows Kevin. Okay. But we decided no, it was supposed to we teach the teachers there. We decided no, we want to create our own institute. And we collaborate with the University of Rwanda. So we changed our collaboration, what we agreed with them. No, we'll do our own institute. It will be the main institute that teach teachers and postgraduates. And the purpose we are doing it postgraduate and undergraduate is that we don't want followers. We want critique researchers. They will critique the contents. And they will improve the content over the years. And for that, like I am seeing you now, I can tell you inspiration economy, resilience economy, youth economy, one of them will get Nobel Prize in 30 years. That much I'm confident. Like I'm seeing you now. Why? If I will not, my 90% I will not be living at that time. Okay? But I know that I put the seeds. And that's the purpose. Then you at least, you know, by the way, you are not meant to live here to create a winning. You are meant here to create a change. It's a totally different story. If you are meant to create a winning, then you are under a wrong game. You will go back again to a capital-based economy mindset, where you have to win, you have to be number one, you have to be like this. You are meant here to create a change. Maybe this change will be just putting a stone, and maybe this change might be putting a program. Okay? So that's the idea of it. Okay? And this is supported by 45 books, more than 600 papers. So for that we are very academic, not now. Okay, very highly cited, and I myself I have more than 3,000 citations. If you know what means citation, of course. So that's something huge in academic side. And so. Again, this came not because I wanted that, because during the COVID, most of our project had to stop. So I focused on what? On doing more papers. Okay, with collaboration, many people. Okay, this took us again to another place where we did not expect and will go that fast, you know. And that, okay, sorry again for taking such long time. And I hope you guys will see you as a leaders, inshallah. Not only for AIESEC, even for SIAS, which is all complement each other, and for the work. Okay, and we're not working for title, not working for AIESEC, not working for SIAS. Coalition economy, we are meant here to create a change, inshallah, for the whole world. Thanks a lot, and we hope to see you, inshallah, on the 7th. Thank you.